Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is my bonus video. It is about racism from a mixed person's perspective and having mixed people's reaction towards racism. Alright, let me put this shit up real quick. So, as a mixed person, I have been through a lot of racial disparities. Alright? And when I say that, I have a really bad trauma response. Alright? As I said in the last video, the two Native American dudes, where I threatened one roll down the hill and roll the other one into traffic, that was a mixed person's negative reactive response. Alright? But what those young men didn't know, and what my dumb ass still didn't know, is that it was a childhood trauma response, because up until like the second grade, I didn't know I was mixed. I just thought I was black. And I was black and proud, baby. And you couldn't tell me I wasn't black. But black people could tell me I wasn't black. And they did. Year after year after year. And eventually, when you have people who look like you, who just despise you for no apparent reason than the fact that your mom's a lighter shade than their mom, it becomes a problem. I am generationally mixed, alright? My mom's mom is mixed. My mom's dad is mixed. I kind of learned more about my grandmother today, so I can confirm that she is definitely mixed, alright? Now, we're still going to work on what she mixed with, alright? So, I know that she said that either her mother or her father, or one of them, had some white in them. So, there's that. Now, as for my mom's dad, my grandmother told me today that her husband, my grandfather, was the son of a white man and a black woman. So now that we got that out the way, now we know that side. And I'm still going to do genealogy on them, hopefully before she passes. Now on my dad's side, my dad's black. There's no questioning that. He's black. My dad's mom was Native, or mixed Native. But we do know that she was Native, and that her mom was out of Charles City. Now that we got all that out the way, that should have explained that I am a walking petri dish of mixedness. So all my life, when a person who is not mixed, or not a mixed parent, not a mixed presenting person, I've been on the bad side of both blacks and whites. I didn't have a Native American experience until I hit my 20s. Prior to that, with the exception of the 5th grade and the kids calling me Tonto, outside of that, that didn't happen as often as being called the zebra, because being called the zebra happened starting like 3rd grade, 2nd grade technically. 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. I failed the 4th grade, so the 4th grade again. 5th grade kind of stopped in the 6th grade, because in the 6th grade the word half-breed became the thing that they started calling us. It's like, yeah, you're a half-breed, and I would be like, this half-breed's gonna kick your ass if you keep calling me a half-breed. And this also stems back to being small. This also stems back to why a lot of people wanted to fight me, because you're a half-breed, you can't fight like black boys can fight, or you can't fight like white boys can fight. So that kind of leads up to when the Native Americans started in Army. I had been through I guess you could say 3 or 4 years before that, when I was a teenager, maybe 5 years before that, because I think I was 23, so 22, 21, 20, 18, 19, 18, 17, 16. So between 5 and 7 years before that, I did have to deal with a white man calling me chief for the better part of 3 years, every fucking weekend that I worked. And then in school, I think maybe 1 or 2 people might have called me chief, and I was like, look, man, don't call me fucking chief. Alright? Bad enough I gotta deal with a white redneck that keeps calling me chief. And I can't stand that shit, which is probably why they started calling me chief, because I couldn't stand that fucking shit. Don't call me fucking chief. As that both my Native American relatives were female. They were not male. So don't call me fucking chief. And the first person that calls me the S word, a derivative for female Native Americans, oh, I'm gonna rip your fucking tongue off. So no one ever called me that. Now one of my friends did it jokingly, and I was like, nah, dude, we don't do that. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, don't let it happen again. But we were cool, so it didn't really bother me. And he never did it again. But, it was just that when he said it, I really didn't think that he would actually have said it. Because we brothers. But, yeah, he said it. I got over it, though. I forgave. I forgot. Well, I forgave. I never forgot. But I did totally forgive. But then, now if somebody else would have said that shit, it'd have been on. And yes, I have been called an NC before. The N word and the Chinese word, like in the armor. So that was the highlight of that. But from a mixed person's point of view, there isn't too many racial derivatives that we don't feel when you call us that. All right, and it doesn't matter what you're mixed with. You can be black and Chinese. You can be Native and black. You can be white and black. You can be white and Chinese. You can be Native and Chinese. Whatever feature is presenting at that current time, and whatever douchebag full of dick tips decides they want to do racial shit to you, you're gonna feel that shit. And I try to tell people all the time, when racist situations appear, you got to learn how to deal with it. So whenever I made films and there was a racial situation, I said, this is how I want this shot filmed, and I want the racial shit directed at me. And it's like, what? Yeah, I want the racial shit directed at me because I'm the only fucking mixed presenting person out there, son bitch. So at least if it's directed at me, the audience will know, yeah, it's directed at him. And so that was okay. And then my bro Courtney and I did a scene, and my bro Josh and Courtney did the scene, and when Josh said his line, I had to say cut, and it was a great scene. I just didn't like the dialogue. However, because I'm racially sensitive, I was the only one who felt hurt and disgusted, and Courtney had to bring me back to reality. And I was like, dude, I don't do shit like that to people. I said, it's okay if it's directed at me. It's not okay if it's directed at other people. Courtney's a little bit darker than me. He's like, dude, I've been dealing with this shit all my life. I am a dark black man, and I am okay with it. And I said, well, then we're going to take a vote on the scene. It's like, no, it's staying. It's staying in the film. And I was like, yeah, man, but, I'm not trying to, hurt black people. He's like, it's staying. It's like, yeah, but it's so fucking racist. And he's like, it's staying. And I was like, okay. So then we shot the scene, and they did it again. And I was like, I'm going to shut the fuck up. And I let them have at it. And if this wasn't sitting on somebody's desk in Alabama, y'all would all got to see one of the best fight scenes ever with Courtney in it. So, we're gonna try to figure out how I can get the shit remade. Anyway, that being said, I want to say thank you one more time before I get off, because I'm going to bed, because it's about to be midnight. And from a racist perspective, or a mixed person's perspective, I got 7 minutes before that alarm goes off. I'm trying to end this video before that. From a racial insult from a mixed person's perspective, a mixed person is going to feel it more than a non-mixed person, unless it's a racial derivative directed specifically at that person's race. Then a mixed person is going to feel it more. And the reason why we're going to feel it more, if a white person called a black person the N-word in front of me, I'm going to be mad. If the black person called a white person the H-word in front of me, I'm going to be equally mad. And if both of them looked at a native and called him chief, I'm probably going to kick both of them in the face. Anyway, that one is because chief still fucks with me to this day. I can't stand being called chief. But other than that, we do need to bring a stop to racism. But mixed kids, we feel racism the most, and we don't have a support group. That being said, I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Ever number 2. Be seeing ya.